You took a gamble, and speaking of gamble, Phil Nguyen is on lands. Oh,
Yeah.
my glasses messed up.
Ooh, very
Um,
smooth.
Quite a list here, a lot to talk about, but I'm gonna let the players know they can start. It looks like they're ready. You guys can
Yeah.
start whenever you're ready. Good luck. Um, looks like Phil. Whoops. Looks like Phil kept a six-card hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know if they heard me.
Yeah, they're starting.
Oh, okay. Looks like Phil kept a six-card hand. Oh, okay. Jeremy's starting now. Um, I guess Jeremy kept seven. Do you happen to know?
I believe he went down to 6 as well.
Okay.
I'm not
So
100% on that one. But this looks like a very classic lands list. Nothing quite so spicy as before.
yeah, the one you played last week was a lot different. This one's more traditional. The
I like the
noticeable,
abrupt decay main.
yeah, I like it too. The notable card missing that he was missing last week as well was Glacial Chasm. Chose not to run it again today.
Oh, yeah. Well, that could have been really risky if I happened to get out of the first round because, it locks me out for sure.
Um, yeah, it more or less does.
Yeah, I
I have
don't think I
Dover's lands
have
here.
any.
I mean, your goal is to beat them as fast as possible, and you have the
That's
tools to do
true.
it. They have to do a whole bunch of
That's true.
shenanigans to get the Glacial Chasm to stick around. And you could use Tidespout Tyrant too. You can bounce it. You have
That's
tools.
true. That's true.
Plus, if you have a Chancellor, they get slowed down quite a bit. Hulk and Bulk is cheering for Phil. Nobody cheering for Jeremy yet. People love lands. Lands. I
Yeah.
mean, as a content creator, I have my finger on the pulse of Magic trends and whatnot, and people
Hmm.
love googling Legacy lands decks. They love this deck.
Yeah.
This is one of the most loved Legacy decks out there.
All right.
Um,
Just go over the Burnwells in a pass. Let's see if we're flipping that Delver.
yep.
Ooh, Bolt.
So Bolt's not gonna have much to
I
shoot at except for Phil.
I think Lands is so appealing because it's like Manaless Dredge. It has such a different axis it's operating on, and it's
Yeah.
so unique. I think
Hmm.
it attracts a lot of people.
Yeah, I think if you're used to playing, you can go by all the go back in history all the formats. Standard,
Hmm.
Pioneer, Modern, whatever. There's no deck quite like Lands and Mantless Dredge. They're just so weird compared to
Yeah.
what when you pick up the game for the first time and you you know your experience playing Magic is drafting Amonkhet remastered or whatever, and you hear about a
Yeah, for
Lands
sure.
deck. It's interesting. People like that.
For sure.
And it's got, some of the game's rarest cards in it, like Tabernacle.
Yeah, I know. It is a bit of a way to flex in a fun way.
Yeah, exactly. People hear about, oh my god, there's this really expensive deck. I gotta check it out.
Hmm.
I've never played as a lands deck, but it seems fun.
Hmm.
Rug Delver is sweet, but it's kind of the bad guy these days, says Hulk and Bulk. Maybe.
Maybe.
Is Delver always the bad guy?
Well, I feel like Delver is like Jund in modern. You have to be able to stand up to Jund. You have to be able to stand up to Delver, and that's why it's so popular. It's so powerful. And here we have a turn 3 Oko making a food. Going back, is that a Bayou over there? And Grove of the Burnwillows?
Ghost Quarter now. So, other than Abrupt
Jeremy.
Decay and a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
chained Punishing Fires, which looks unlikely at the moment, Oko could be trouble. But
Yeah.
Tabernacle and go ahead.
Yeah, Jeremy seemed nervous about the Ghost Quarter for sure as well. So we had the Ghost Quarter hit in the Wasteland.
Yep.
And I don't see a basic on Jeremy's field, so that's a no basics list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abrupt Decay took out Oko already, so forget that whole
Hmm.
storyline I was going
Yeah.
to start talking about.
Yeah.
It's already over. Island Delver Go says
You
Delver
think?
is not the enemy Oko is.
Right. Island Delver in general, I would agree with you because if you look at just the traditional blue white, or excuse me, blue red Delver decks, I mean they're basically glorified burn decks. It doesn't have the same amount of hate and interaction.
But almost just playing devil's advocate, is
Mm.
Oko as the only word I can think of is like stupid to play against as True Name Nemesis or any other cards that Delver has ran over the years. Like there's a lot of cards that have been in Delver
That's
decks
true.
and other decks over the years that have just been like so impossible to interact with on any meaningful level or,
Right.
you know, overwhelm
And
you once they stick on the board for a few turns, etc.
beyond abrupt decay, what do you see people in Legacy bringing in to adapt to Delver? Or excuse me, adapt to Oko. There's a Rashad and
To
Port
fight
over
against it, you
there.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. I know some people are running Eliminate now. That just came to mind because it's a new card.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, you can race TNN and you can't race Oko. This is true.
What's TNN again?
True Name Nemesis.
True Name Nemesis.
Yeah.
And then DHA,
Uh, Dreadhorde Arcanist. Whoa, what happened to
Dreadhorde.
Phil's camera?
Look at, oh, look at that. Feels,
Phil is in infrared now.
yeah, he must be seeing it as well. I'm not sure how much control he has. Thank you, Island Overgo. Yeah, Dreadhorde Arcanist has been huge
Yeah. I mean, the Delver
for
decks
sure.
of today are a lot different than the Delver decks like 3 years ago when Deathrite Shaman was legal. But they're still Delver decks and have mostly the same cards. Just a few tools have been switched around.
It's true.
Let me
So we're
check in with the
doing,
players. Yeah, I didn't know your phone had night vision.
Well, I like to do Instagram filters to make my board look nicer, you know?
There you go.
mm,
You don't need to. Your deck looks awesome already.
Yeah,
Uh,
seriously.
I'll draw for turn.
All
all
right,
right,
we
so
sorted
it's
that out.
Phil's turn. We got Port, Grover the Burnwell's Bayou. But he's got to be feeling okay because we had the Abrupt Decay deal with Oko. Now he's looking down at Goyf. Mm. So we got Phil at 18, Jeremy at 20.
Okay. Oh, Phil's at 18.
Yeah.
Why did I have him at 15? I don't know. Whatever. All right, crop rotation.
Yeah. Louis, Lou and Nil, I see what you're saying about banning problematic cards for so long before you realize the problem isn't the new cards, but the core Delver shell. Are you arguing perhaps that Delver shouldn't be the default deck in Legacy?
Better threats means it can be oppressive, says Alan Delvergo. Someone could write a book about this. I don't even think
Yeah.
we'll be able to come to any conclusions tonight about this topic, but
Yeah.
it's Delver decks have not changed that much the composition of the 60 main deck cards over the years. It's just been like the 3 drops have swapped out,
Yeah.
and obviously Deathrite Shaman got banned, so now it's Dreadhorde Arcanist. It's a different type of
Yeah.
offensive card now. You know,
I think it's interesting that Phil
yeah.
got Wasteland with the crop rotation, and then the land for turn. Is that a Maze of Ith?
It is.
Okay. And then he's going for a gamble. What do you think he's gambling for?
Probably Loam.
He's pretty far away from, Loam. He's pretty far away from the Dark Depths combo.
Yep.
Though I guess it's one of the few interaction points with lands. So maybe you always have to. All right. Loam in the graveyard, but you can't be too upset.
Yep.
And we got a waste for the waste. So
All
back
right.
over to Jeremy, who's got a pretty healthy Goyf, you know?
5 power is pretty good, but Maze of Ith just negates it right now, for now.
This is a main phase brainstorm. And that looks like Japanese.
I believe it is Japanese, yeah. Thank you, Roland Chang. Roland was checking if we need any help on the back end with setting up cameras and whatnot. All right, a fetch. Japanese cold snap.
Japanese cold snap. Good call. Good call.
A little bit off topic, but what did you think
I
about Field of the Dead
believe
being banned?
Chris and I cannot hear each other. So I'm sorry if we're talking on top of each other.
Oh, we can't hear each other? You can't hear me? Let's try to fix that now. Everything's breaking. All right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
I was commentating.
Was I muted this whole time?
Yeah, not to worry.
All right. Technology.
And then I saw someone in chat say Japanese cold snap, and I was like, oh, someone hears me.
Oh, you weren't sure if anyone can hear you.
Yeah.
That's funny. You know, this would
Right,
all be
so-
a lot easier if we were all in the same room. Like
Yeah.
at a like at a like at a IRL paper tournament or something. I think we made this a lot harder for ourselves. What do you think?
Yeah. All right. Looks like we're Phil is dredging
Yep.
Life in the Loam, and then getting that wasteland back, hitting that volcanic island.
Yep.
No more red.
No more red. 2 Temur guys still hit hard though.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that
This
an
this
artifact
what-
I see in the graveyard though? Excuse me.
Oh, was it an artifact? I missed if there was an artifact in whose yard? Phil's yard?
Yeah. Is that that brown border card?
Oh,
What is
that's
that bad
Mox
boy?
Diamond. Yeah, that is Mox Diamond.
Oh, okay.
So it should be a 6 now.
Yeah. Because we've got the normal 4.
Oh,
there we
okay,
go. They
fixed
just got it.
Yep.
Plus Planeswalker, plus Artifact.
Okay, so an 8 came down. Tarmogoyf attacked.
Yeah. Down to 12.
Okay.
Thanks, chat, for catching that, Mox.
Yes. Thank you, chat. And now that
That's
I
a
know,
pretty...
yeah, go ahead.
No, that dredge looks pretty good. We got Blast Zone, Thespian Stage, and a Bayou. I think a Bayou?
Yeah, that is a Bayou. I was gonna say, what's up, Da Monster? Thank you for the
Oh.
donation earlier.
Nice. Demonstar, I wouldn't have figured that out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't at
I like
first,
it.
but Roland figured it out, so now I know. All right, what's Phil doing?
All
here?
right. I think Phil is trying to figure out how not to die, unfortunately.
Agreed.
Because he's looking at 12, 16.
All right, no force of negation. So what do you get back now? It's Stage, Blast Zone, and Wasteland?
Yep, I agree.
Roland
So this-
anticipating
this-
a Delver Mirror. What are you going to say?
No, it just looks like he's got lethal on board.
Not with the Maze of It, though. Not with the Maze of It.
Oh, not with the Maze of Ith. Good call.
But still,
Delver
if he
Mirrors
draws
are
a,
all played in the hand.
if he draws a wasteland, then it is lethal.
Hmm.
It's a real danger for Phil. All right,
All
wasteland.
right, going for the wasteland.
All right, let's see. Wasteland swing. Nope.
All right. Yep. So coming in for 10.
Yep.
So maybe Tabernacle off the top.
Still, yeah, maybe.
That's still leaving one creature around. We've got Gamble.
Likely gonna dredge here, I guess.
The Cardboard Live is up to date. I do not believe we have any Bedlam Revelers in any decks.
I'm
Or
so
we
lost on what
could-
chat we're learning about. Who's running better than Reveler?
They're just wondering if anyone is.
Oh. You lost me, chat.
Maybe an Explore off the top. Or not Explorer. Exploration off the top. Yeah, I think it's all living off the top, unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't see how Phil wins this now.
All right. Moving on to game 2.
Wow. All right. Did not expect that.
Because it doesn't sound like Grixis Delver is a thing right now, so there's not as many Edict effects.
Oh, yeah. Liliana's Triumph.
Mm-hmm. All right, looks like the players are starting off. Grove of the
right.
Burns Willows. Up to
All right.
21.
Jeremy's winning. He gained a life.
Oh, good point. The monster Plague Engineer is totally a high impact card. Yeah.
I love Plague Engineer.
Yeah. It's so good. Sometimes you're just happy to have a Death Toucher. Never mind the -1/-1 on creature type.
Yeah.
So good start for lands. We got
Yeah.
Exploration.
That's what they want. I was just gonna say at my local, we kept having a couple of elves players every week for whatever reason. You know, if there's like 20 of us, there'd be like 4 elves players. So I started running Plague Engineers in the main in my bug list. They're just so upset.
Oh no.
Uh,
Yeah, I've considered playing it in Modern Jund in the main. It's just that good.
yeah, it's a good card. Dark Depths and Rishon Import.
Ooh. Halfway to the combo.
Yep.
Upkeep porting down. And we got a Brainstorm.
All right, so this is a really good start for lands. This is what they want.
So much shade, Roland. I guess we are throwing a lot of shade at your Bedlam Reveler, so that's fair.
Nah, it's a worthy discussion. We're not throwing shade needlessly. We talked him out of it though.
Maybe you should just run Plague Engineer.
Yeah, maybe. That actually doesn't sound bad at all.
All right, Wasteland. And go. So now it's the dance.
Yep.
We got a port, though, so potentially there's a little more protection there.
This is true. Thespian stage is down.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy's in trouble.
Yeah.
A lot of trouble.
So when's the correct time to do this? Are we porting on end step? Are we passing and then porting on end step?
If
Jeremy did brainstorm during his upkeep because he got ported, Dave.
If Phil
Right.
has another land, which he did not, that would have been a lot better. But now
Yeah.
he can't activate. So
Do both, yeah.
is my math wrong?
No,
Should he have
I
wasted
agree.
Dark Depths there? Maybe someone
Well,
chat
in
can let me
general,
know.
you wait for the trigger.
Right, but he didn't have enough mana just now to activate Thespian Stage, so I was thinking he could just take it out
Oh,
safely.
yeah.
But maybe I miscounted. It all went by so fast. I had to look away for a moment.
No. Does Dark Depths tap for mana?
No, not without
No.
Urborg.
Yeah, so that was an opportunity to
Yeah,
just go for the Thespian Stage.
yeah. If he wasted Dark Depths there, it would have been safe, I think.
So now we are back on Phil's turn. He's taking a think.
Yep. Phil might have just dodged
I
a
don't
bullet
know how
there.
many cards he has in hand. Yeah. So he's short, though, from porting and copying Dark Depths with the mana we see on the field.
Yep.
And I suppose if he ports, he's just going to waste land in response.
Right. See now, this is tough. It also depends what Jeremy has in his hand too. If Jeremy has Brazen Borrower in his hand, for example,
Hmm.
it doesn't look as bad.
Yeah, maybe it's important to try to keep him off colors. So we've got a fetch for a Bayou.
Bayou, okay.
And I'm just double checking.
Okay, Jeremy gains a life. Clothis. Now,
Okay.
again, can't you safely just, in response to that, take out Dark Depths right now?
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
You have that option. But, I don't know. What's in Jeremy's hand?
Right. So petty theft. It does feel like he must have petty theft in hand because he's playing, I guess, with confidence. Like, why aren't you aggressively getting the Thespian Stage of the Dark Depths?
Yeah, without knowing his hand, I don't even know if that's correct. We're just pointing out that he has the option, and without more information than that, feeling like maybe that's correct. You can wait for the 2-for-1, says Gothmog. Maybe, but maybe you'll never have that chance. Jeremy can safely untap and make that decision. Yeah. I didn't mean necessarily immediately, but
That's true.
in response to the Clothis, you are not allowing him to play a land before you make that decision. You know what I mean?
Right. All right. So here comes Oko.
All right, Oko's here. I know everybody tuned in to see Oko tonight, so. All right, here's the food.
Here's the
need to waste
Clothis
land
trigger.
dice. All right.
Yeah, rarely would be wastelanding at an end of turn. Agreed. We got Bayou as the first land for turn.
Is it always correct to wait for the 2-for-1? Is the question I guess I'm asking right now. Or do you see an opportunity to destroy Wasteland? Especially if, again, it depends what's in his hand. But
it does. It feels, well, I think in this case it probably is correct to wait for the 2-for-1 because there's nothing else pressuring you.
Yeah, maybe.
And it's allowing Jeremy to build up his board a little bit.
Yep.
All right. It's an upkeep, port down one of the trop, or the only trop.
Yep.
That's a lot of lands.
Another fetch. Another trop.
So is that Clothis main deck? I can't remember.
Was it main deck? I thought it was in the sideboard.
Is it sideboard?
Yeah, it is in the sideboard. It's pretty
Okay,
cool in the lands deck. I like it.
for sure.
Yeah, the two for one is irrelevant. I agree, Luano. At
Oh
least
yeah,
most of the time. Tarmogoyf's
because single
here.
line. Oh, Reba is both.
Yep.
Do you think at any point Phil had the opportunity to go to try to make the Dark Depths?
I don't think he missed an opportunity to make a Merit Lage now.
No.
Alright, he's elking the food. Wait to wasteland until you're close to killing them and they go for the combo. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So, what is Phil looking for off the top? Maybe a wasteland of his own?
Would be helpful, yeah. Or Ghost Quarter. Or Loam.
Yeah, or Loam.
Or Abrupt Decay. Seems pretty good right now. Get rid of Oko.
Sure.
He is facing down quite a few creatures at the moment.
Yeah.
I guess he's thinking about
Do
Klothys right now? Or are we not
Yeah,
there
we're on
yet?
the closest trigger, I think. Well, he's not untapped yet, so I
Yeah.
feel like we must be on the end of Jeremy's turn.
Okay. Maybe you're gonna make a Merit Lage here.
Or are we thinking, might be in the tank on the elk swinging, because I see that his life total is still 1818.
No, I think
Oh, maybe not.
That went through, yeah. I guess he
Ooh, I
was
think he
wondering
missed the
about
Klothys trigger. Oh, there he goes. Got it.
Yep.
Oh, baby goifs.
Yeah, really. 1-2's not very good. It's gonna take a while.
Those are six-sided die. They don't have a zero face in case we get a little goat.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's see what Phil has. He has not
Life
been
and Loam
porting,
would be
right?
great. He has been porting.
Oh, he has. Okay.
Yeah.
Not played a land yet this turn, right?
Correct. So if he has Life in the Loam in hand, I mean, you're getting back a Misty Rainforest, but then you got it in the graveyard and you can start going for it.
Right.
Gives your combo a little more resilience to just maybe try to force it through. I don't know. I don't play lands, I gotta say.
Nobody does. All right. Let's see. It looks like loam is happening.
Yeah.
Nope. Crop rotations.
Floating.
Floating.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the promo crop rotation, right? With the foil border only,
I'm not sure.
which is a great. I love the foil old school border that the border is foil. No, it's just OG foil. Okay.
Okay, so he went and got the wasteland.
Yeah. Looks like Phil. So Dave thinks that Phil can force the wasteland by porting it and making a Merit Lodge in response. Does he have enough mana to do that now?
Well, now he dumped the port, so he has another plan. But it might be a similar plan where he wastes the wasteland and then makes Merit Lage in response. We'll see.
Sure. Yeah. So the port is off the table, but that is an interesting idea, Dave. So now.
Klothys and lands, yep.
Oh, yeah. Klothys in the sideboard these days, Tungsta, is like kind of the thing. I mean, why not?
Agreed.
It's hitting him for 2 a turn. It's making these goifs smaller while he's trying to find it. All right. Life in the Loam. Targeting Port and Misty Rainforest.
Let's see if he has Force of Negation. Nope.
And he's going to let that happen.
All right. Tarmogoyf
Misty
slowly
Rainforest for
regaining some
turn.
strength.
And Port again for turn. So He can do what Dave suggested now,
Yes.
but
Looks like
he's
he's
got
gonna
something
do it.
else in mind. We got tapping black for the Bayou. So is this an abrupt decay?
Possibly. Abrupt Decay on Oko is pretty good. Gets a Taiga.
Yeah, I kind of doubt that he brought in Plague Engineer, looking at the list.
Yeah, it's not the greatest. Plague Engineer a little bit better against the Young Pyromancer Delver decks.
Mm-hmm.
You could name Wizard and do some work against this deck, though.
Yeah.
It's possible. Yeah, Clothis is tough for blue decks for sure.
Yeah,
Plague
a couple of
Engineer.
times now, Jeremy. Oh, no way, he did bring it in.
Yeah, I think you name. Well, let's see what he names.
Huh. So he's naming
Yep,
Wizard.
name Wizard. Yep,
There we go.
there you go.
So, Tungsta, a couple of times, Jeremy has asked, is Clothis a creature? Because that's really his only opportunity of interacting with it. So it is difficult for the blue decks. And then we've got an upkeep port on one of the Trops. That was
Yeah.
quite the turn.
So now Dark Depths is obviously vulnerable, but I don't think Phil cares because he has Loam.
Right, exactly. So that whole turn, the really important spells to resolve were the Loam, and he didn't lead on the Loam. He led on the crop rotation. I think truly that was to try to bait a counterspell and see if the coast was clear.
That's true.
Yeah, there's plenty of things that can get the depths. Elking with the Oko, Brazenbauer. There goes a Plague Engineer. Oh, he lived so short a life.
All right, swinging for 7's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a clock.
Yeah, he's quite a ways
He's
from
just
Devotion.
a 1/2. Mm-hmm. I'm not even sure that lands has enough pips to make Clothis a creature.
It would take a lot. You gotta have like 4 explorations in play and a drop
And
of honey.
do they
And,
have it?
and
And
2 Sylvan
another drop of
Libraries.
honey. Oh, in the Sylvan
Yeah.
Library. All right, Dredge on the Life in the Loam.
All right, Clothis first. Exiled Lightning Bolt, I guess.
Unfortunately, there are duplicates. Maybe there's only one sorcery?
Oh, I see. He's
But
looking
the-
at types. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Might make sense to get rid of a Delver then to shrink the Goyfs. Yep. That's what he does.
Unfortunately, Phil has Plague Engineer.
Gotcha. So it doesn't matter. It could matter eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So gonna dredge here? Are we past that already?
Yep. We dredged.
Oh, he did dredge.
And we're going to waste the waste.
All right. Waste the waste.
Yep. Going for the Thespian stage, he's going to float a colorless in response.
Loam.
Followed up. Yep. Wasteland stage and depths. The perfect life in the loam.
Still an Oko in play though.
It's true. He's going to need another abrupt decay. Or he could, gamble
He's
for
gotta
it.
Wait.
Or he's got to wait.
Yep. I mean, yeah, he's gonna wait
Do
here.
we still have that port?
Yeah, probably just end of turn.
Yeah. I mean, it's in the deck. You got to go for it.
He has port. He has stage. He has dark depths.
Yeah. He's looking at 11 damage here. Luckily, there's no other permanent to target with Oko to make an elk.
Lightning bolt. Did
Whoa.
not expect that, even though I looked at the lists.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's some spicy sideboards.
Yeah.
So bolt targeting the elk.
Yep. Yeah, real Magic Mike is correct. This has been a tough game to play.
Mm-hmm. A lot of legacy happens in the hands. For sure.
We were talking before this round started in private, you, Catherine, and I, when we were on the break, about how lands is usually favored in this matchup, etc. I'm sure everybody watching is well aware. But anytime I've played Delver, I've played as Delver. I haven't played as lands, but against lands, like the games are skill intensive. Like they're tough.
Mm-hmm.
For both players, advantage or not. A
Right.
lot of weird decisions to make. And you better know
So
what
we've
the hell
got
you're
another
doing.
food. Yeah.
Right. Or sometimes I don't.
Ooh, another Oko coming down. Trying to get that game over with. Yep.
I like this.
So 2 foods.
I mean, can't sack both foods though.
That's true. That's true. Do you think Jeremy brought in Submerge? That's also another out. What is the CMC on Submerge again? That's one of
5.
them.
I forgot about Submerge. Yeah, that still is
Fan-
an option.
but you can. Okay, there we go. EOT.
All right.
Make the dude.
Makes the dude. Phil has a lot of weird stuff. In a good way.
Yeah. Legacy is the place to pimp out your decks for sure. You're going to stick with this deck for years. It's probably not going to get banned out from under you unless you picked Miracles like 4 years ago. Or whenever that got banned.
Yeah, be careful. Some people might take that personally.
Oh no.
I'm just playing. All right, exploration to start. Does it get dazed? I don't think you keep in daze here. I'm kind of half joking.
Here
Force
we
of
go.
will.
Force pitching Oko. Yeah, it's a big deal. It's also one of your few interaction points versus lands.
Yeah. Sad to dump your Oko, but you got to force that, I think.
Gotta believe in Phil the thrill win. I like it. Delver did not flip.
Two
And we got
Delvers
another
to start
Delver.
is pretty good.
Yeah,
Border over
I'm
modern
Real Magic Mike. Yeah, I'm more of a zoomer than a boomer, so I prefer modern border. I think it's easier to read.
You are more than welcome to like that. Oh, what happened there? Wasteland on...
Wasteland on the Trop, and we got a Delver flip.
I guess I missed it, but Jeremy wasted Phil's first land and then got wasted, right? But now he has 2 Delvers in play?
Yep.
Ouch.
Yeah.
This is not going well.
Yeah, we've got trading Wastelands, and then at the end of the day, Jeremy has 2 Delvers. Is that Amazivith? I am not sure what land that is.
Yes, that is Amazivith, yep.
Okay. All right. So that's cutting the clock in half.
Yep.
So Dave's posing a question. Writing good game in chat from a very losing position and then not concede. I admit that I have done that before, particularly after my opponent goes off or has like the winning play. And then I don't concede right after that.
Why not?
I don't know. Is it bad sportsmanship?
I don't know. I don't play much on Magic Online. I only played Arena in the last couple of years, but I'm in favor of just moving on with my day if the game is over.
Yeah. I should probably concede more. It's more, I say it more as a compliment to what the deck did,
Okay.
but I should probably just concede.
I have no idea. It's an
All right,
interesting question.
red elemental blast on one of the delvers, so we're going to be able to slow down the clock until he can set up again, which is not going too bad. We got Maze of Ith, Dark Depths, and Taiga.
Yeah, Phil might have just stabilized in time. Stop the bleeding.
Those are some good top decks.
Yep.
Or they might have been in hand. I think, though, Dave, my favorite good game situation is when you're playing somebody and they think that they're in a very superior board state and they give you a good game because they think they're about to win, and then you turn around and win. Maybe I'm a terrible person, but that makes me feel so good.
I definitely like, at least on Arena, hit good game when I know I have Settle the Wreckage in hand or something.
Oh, no.
I do that a lot. Good game when I know I'm definitely going to win.
I
Yeah, so-
do. So Island Delver Go, I am a combo player and people concede to me. I feel a teeny bit early sometimes. So I do understand wanting to let people just let their deck do their thing. Like they pick that deck, they want to do the thing a little bit as well. So that's true. I don't
That's
remember
just
what I was playing at
trolling.
that time.
All right. Days hit the second expiration.
I know,
Here
it
comes an
feels
8.
bad.
All right, there it is. The word from Luanil. That's the final word.
Yeah. So we've got the Hooting Mandrills. We're back on the clock. Unfortunately, Phil is at 4. Is that correct?
I believe so. All right, here's
Oof.
Wasteland. Seems pretty good, but not very good against 2 creatures.
Yeah, Demonster, I think it's correct to make people kill you is a general habit of both making people make their deck do their thing and playing to your outs. But I guess it's all about context. Are you just playing fun games on the side? Yeah, just concede. Or it's a big tournament. But even then, fun games on the side, you still need opportunities to practice your deck.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite way to spend my afternoon is not waiting for somebody to create 17 copies of Pester Mite with Kiki Jiki or something.
Yes,
I'd
that
rather just
said,
move on with my day.
there's a very specific combo. Yeah. So I have played a lot of Cube and I've drafted a lot of Kiki Jiki combo. And when somebody makes you do the loop, you're like, you're just eating my clock.
Yeah.
Come on.
Wasting my day right now.
All right, we got a bolt on the Delver. So let's see what
Yeah,
else. And then we've got a Maze of Ith for the Hooting Mandrills. So this maybe is it. At least make them do one iteration of the loop. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Do people play Magic for fun? I hear it's a thing. Yeah. I myself don't know, but I have heard.
I strictly play Magic to bore myself. I have no intention of having fun with anyone.
No. All right, so that was a ponder leaving the cards on top.
There's
I
a
would
reason I
be-
never play on
I
the
mean, I was
channel.
afraid. Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, man. Ghost quartering the Volk.
Yep.
This has been like 3 turns where he's just been waiting for the combo to come off the top.
Well, a Wasteland for Jeremy would be great. Oh, there it is!
Ooh.
Boom!
There we go.
Eat that. Goodbye, Lance.